You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Williamson County, Texas Sheriff's Deputies James Johnson and Zachary Camden were both charged with second-degree manslaughter on Monday, according to Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza. They were booked into a Travis County jail on Tuesday and released on a $150,000 bond, each within an hour. The two former Texas Sheriff's deputies were arrested Tuesday on manslaughter charges in the 2019 death of a man whom they shocked with stun guns after a police chase that was filmed by real-time police on the TV series Live PD. The deputies chased Javier Ambler for 22 minutes after trying to pull him over for allegedly failing to dim his headlights to oncoming traffic. Ambler, a former postal worker, died after deputies repeatedly used stun guns on him, despite his pleas that he was sick and couldn't breathe. The stop in suburban Austin was caught on camera by Live PD, which was canceled by the A&E Network in June. This was shocking to lots of people. We're going to keep showing this video. This was shocking to lots of people, Robert, because the fact that the people that Live PD held on to and later destroyed the tapes. This is body camera footage right here. Again, so this is one of those things where people often will say, hey, don't use stun guns, things like that. But you heard him actually say, Robert, in the video, I have congestive heart failure. And he's yelling it.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. I think part of what we have to understand when we start talking about less than lethal weapons, things such as tasers, things such as beanbags, rubber bullets, officers often are far more liberal in the use of those than they would be with deadly weapons because they consider them to be less than lethal, or they consider them to be a lesser level of accountability when discharging them. We saw the two students in Atlanta who were held up in a similar way. We've seen officers use tasers in a non-life-threatening situations, even though they're only supposed to be deployed in those such situations. So it's going to be a question of exactly what evidence they can bring to bear in order to show that there was extreme recklessness, at least in the actions of the officers, and not simply within the line of duty. But we have to retrain the way that officers interact with the communities and to see the humanity in the people they are arresting. If you listen to police radio chatter, if you get discovery packets like me and Scott get from time to time in police cases, the way that they talk about individuals is the way you will talk about an animal, the way you will talk about something that needs to be contained, something in a zoo, not a fellow human being. And as long as you consider them that way, that is how you tase a man with congestive heart failure to death. That is how you put your knee on somebody's neck, because you have dehumanized them in your mind to the point that you really believe you're that thin blue line between civilization and chaos, and anything you do in pursuit of that is necessary.
Exactly. And if you feel that way and you're a police officer, then you're not going to believe me if you're trying to arrest me and I'm telling you I got congestive heart failure or that I can't breathe. That's why. They don't believe them because they don't think they're human, and they just think they're the scum of the earth, and let's just put them in jail with the rest of the mopes and dogs and perps and whatever other short name they use for people that they arrest. These are human beings, and because they made a mistake or even committed a crime or are bad actors, they're still human beings, and your job is to transport them and arrest them. Your job is not to kill them, period. And it never stops being about that.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans to Contributing $50 each for the whole year, you can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.